Hey guys, we are covering nurturing natural talent. In my travels around the world, I've met many adoptees who have tales of having their special talent unappreciated by their adoptive parents. One young woman in New Zealand lamented that she was a champion athlete, winning many trophies and medals, yet her parents never attended her meets. They didn't consider sports a worthwhile activity. The same was true for a young man in Australia who had always wanted to play the piano. His parents were not interested in music, so they never allowed him to take lessons. He had decided just a couple of months before speaking to me that he would begin lessons on his own, for which I commend him. Oh my God. He can certainly enjoy playing the piano, but he will probably never be the concert pianist he might have become had he been encouraged to play from an early age. There are many adoptive parents who are encouraging their children to pursue any talent they may have, even when they know little about it. These parents are to be commended because they are acknowledging they don't expect that just because a child is reared in a particular family, they will have the same interests and talents as other family members. It may actually be much more interesting to have a child with different interests because they can give their parents opportunities to expand their own horizons. It is important to understand that for adoptees, there may have been some delay in the forming of synapses due to the experience of separation from the biological mother. It does not appear that this delay affects the innate intelligence of a child, but this delay may have an effect on the scholastic performance of adoptees. There is, however, another phenomenon that may have a great deal to do with the ability of adoptees, as well as other people who have abandonment issues, to perform certain types of functions, to interact with other people, or to form intimate relationships. This has to do with the predominance of the right or left brain in signaling responses to stimuli. All right, that is the end of the chapter. While I talked about in my last video, specifically about my dad, sometimes my mom even, like, what are you doing recording videos? And like, I think that a lot of parents nowadays, with the age of our internet, being a millennial, right? That's what we grew up on, and like social media and how you can make money in different ways, that a lot of them are very old school and think that you have to, not necessarily that you can't work from home, but like you have to have like a very set schedule, and like it has to look more of a certain way. You have to work at a desk, and often I just don't. I work from bed. I can work laying down. I work at night most of the time because it just makes my life easier, especially with my child, you know, taking my laptop all the time, and I need it. But, it, that's just one part. But I also want to talk about how when I was working at when I was nannying, or if I was teaching preschool, or I went to culinary school, they were proud of me, well, mostly, or just a different job, like more physical labor, I want to say. They were less harsh, I should say. But since then, and especially the early days of the paninis, in 2020, if you know what I mean, I've began stepping up, and I know I'm not that good at the social media thing and the YouTube, but I'm working on it. But I've written a few books. I upped my business. I have a lot of clients, and like, if I'm getting a call from a client, or like I tell them that like, hey, I have a meeting, then they're a little bit more okay, but they haven't read any of my books. Not one. Like, it's frustrating, to say the least. Um, but yeah, anyway, um, just another 2 cents. Like, I love my parents, don't get me wrong. I know others can say the opposite, but that, it just really bothers me, in that portion. Oh my God, I cannot speak today. All right, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys later.